Today we're going to talk about Lakers basketball, trade rumors or ideas, and the fact that we have a new great defender on our lineup. In 3, 2, 1. This is Perspective Log X, and I am your host, E.A. Crespo. Perspective Log X, Lakers-fandom. Before we go to the information, please press like if you like this video, press subscribe so you can get more my content, and also share it. Will help us grow. Also, I got this from Twitter. What do you think, guys, about this proposal for trading to get Oladipo in the Lakers? Do you agree? Please comment if you agree. Please comment down here if you agree, and if you don't, do you have a different proposal, or what do you think about getting Oladipo in the Lakers? Is it possible? Would you like that? If it is, and all that kind of stuff. Now, let's get to the content of today. There's a few things I want to talk about. The Lakers have to focus. This Portland team, in close games, they are pretty good. So doing what they did from the beginning, depend on the defense first to get Portland out of rhythm, and then try to get the biggest advantage they can early on in the game. Portland have to struggle to get even close to us for the rest of the game. So the other thing I want to talk about is, I don't know if you know, but Kuzma has become the player with the top defensive rate in the Lakers. If you were going to tell me that Kuzma was going to be the top rated defensive player in the Lakers, I would have said, you're crazy, right? But apparently he is. What does that mean? I don't know. We still have to see Kuzma becomes that third star before we can talk about trading for Oladipo or anybody else. And it would be interesting how Kuzma develops through this series and what it would do to him when he comes back the next season. So when he comes back for the next season, I want you to comment on that. What do you think about Kuzma becoming the guy with the higher defensive rate in the team? Because, as you know, I mean, we have Anthony Davis, who was, to me, he was robbed from being the defensive player of the year. And we have Caruso, who is a good defender. We don't have Avery Bradley right now, but we have Danny Green. THT is still young. He's still not getting his chance in a complete manner, right? Because he's young, he's learning. But remember that in one of these games in the bubble, he stole the ball 4 times. So while his defense needs to improve in certain areas, he is pocket picker like Danny Green, and they do both of them do a really good job. But you know, THT is just starting. He's still not NBA type defensive player, but he's getting there. He's getting there. He has to trust more in the defensive training than in his long reach, his long arms because sometimes he steps back a little bit, depending that his long arms will cover for that. But I don't know. If I were him, I would watch a lot of tapes of how Kawhi Leonard deals with the, in the defensive end, because that will help him kind of develop his craft. So Kuzmania is alive. THT, I think he's on his way. If the Lakers were to make a deal to get Oladipo, trade Oladipo for Danny Green and Avery Bradley, it would be a very interesting time for the Lakers. So here is my conclusion. For the Lakers to win, they gotta come out focused, aggressive, and Kuzma have to bring his A game. And if that happens, the Lakers should pull out early and distance themselves in the score as much as they can from Portland, and will be good. All right? And so let's go Lakers.